Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I am Afifah Nabila. I'm the representative from Group 4 that would present today's material about AI for ELT teachers. And here's the contents that we will discuss in this presentation. There are features, strength, limitation, and the last one is ethical issues. And now I will discuss the features itself. In recent years, the integration of artificial intelligence in ELT has opened new opportunities for developing learner speaking and listening skills. And one of emerging tools that we have discovered is Practica app. Practica app is an AI-powered platform that stimulates authentic communicative contexts such as job interviews, daily conversation, and casual discussion. And this app provides features like scenario-based dialogues, pronunciation practice, free talk zones, and real-time feedback, making it a practical tool for enhancing oral communication. And additionally, learners are exposed to different English accent and interactive listening tasks, allowing them to experience diverse linguistic input in a dynamic and engaging way. Alright, in this slide, I will divide into two parts. The first slide is about speaking features and the next slide is about listening features. And the first one is scenario-based conversation. Practica stimulates authentic communicative contexts such as job interviews, daily interactions, or casual discussion. By simulating those real-life situations, learners get the chance to use English meaningfully, build confidence, and also prepare themselves for communication outside the classroom. And the second feature is practice zone or free talk. This app allows open-ended conversation where learners may freely choose topic based on their interests, and they may select from a list of suggested topics or create their own, which makes the practice more personal and engaging. Since learners decide the topic and direction of the conversation, they gain more independence and control over their speaking practice. And the third feature is pronunciation and repetition of speech. Learners can repeat words or phrases multiple times to refine pronunciation and fluency. This helps them refine their pronunciation, become more fluent, and feel more comfortable speaking English. And the repetition features is especially useful for mastering difficult sounds or phrases. And the last features is real-time feedback on speaking. Practica provides instant feedback on a learner's pronunciation and grammar, offering specific correction and also suggestion. When learners speak, the application analyzes their pronunciation and grammar, then provide immediate correction and suggestion. So it helps learners recognize their mistakes quickly and improve more effectively, and making their speaking practice both interactive and productive. Alright, there are three listening features in Practica apps. The first one is linguistic variation. This application introduces learners to different English accents, primarily American and British, enabling exposure to diverse linguistic input. By listening to a variety of accents, learners become more flexible and better prepared to understand English speakers from different parts of the world. And the next feature is repetition of input. Practica allows learners to replay dialogues or utterance until the message is fully understood. And this feature is very helpful for practicing careful listening and for building stronger comprehension skills. And it allows students to focus on details they might have missed on the first time. And the last feature is interactive listening through dialogue. Learners are required to listen carefully to avatar prompts and respond appropriately, stimulating natural conversation flow. And learners must pay attention to what the AI avatar says and then respond appropriately. And this makes the practice feel like a real conversation, where understanding is just as important as speaking. By engaging this interactive dialogue, learners train themselves to follow a conversation naturally.
Okay, next is strengths of the article. The first strength of this article is the strong theory. The writer used ideas from well-known experts like Richard Harmer and Brown. This makes the article more reliable and shows that the study is connected with academic research. So it is not only practical but also has a strong theoretical base. Next is clear real example or practica app. The second strength is the use of a real example. The practica app, the article explains in detail how students can practice English using this app. For example, they can practice conversations, try job interview simulations, listen to different accents, repeat pronunciation, and also get feedback. This makes the study more usable for both learners and teachers because it gives clear and concrete examples. And last, focus on autonomy and motivation. The third strength is about autonomy and motivation. The article shows that students can choose their own time and topic or practice. This helps them become more independent in learning. Also, the feedback from the app helps students feel more confident and motivated because they can see their progress independently.
Next is the limitations of the apps. So the first one is restricted free access. So many functions such as access to wider linguistic variations, for example, different English accents, are only available in the paid versions of this app, which is Practica. The free versions is limited and may not fully support diverse or practice. So basically, the free versions of these apps, which is Practica, is a very limited. Many good features are only in the paid versions. So students who cannot pay cannot use all the functions. And the second limited is limited linguistic variations. Although the app claims to provide different English accents in practice, only American and British English are freely available. Learners do not get exposure to other global varieties of English, such as like Australians, African, Asians Englishes, unless they pay. And yeah, basically the second of the limited on of these apps is the apps just give only American and British English in the free versions. So other accents like Australian or African English are not included. So this makes practice less global or less real for the real communications globally, I think. And the third one is artificial interactions versus real life communication. So conversations are conducted with avatars controlled by AI, which do not reproduce the full, like anxiety, spontaneity, and pressure of real life interactions. So this makes the practice less authentic compared to real human communications. So basically the practice is with an AI avatar, right, in this app, so not with the real human. This means no real pressure, no real emotions, and no real conversation stress. So student may feel good in the app but still nervous for the real life, in the real life. And the fourth is dependence on speech recognition's accuracy. So the app relies heavily on speech recognition technology. Any inaccuracy in recognizing learners' pronunciations can lead to misleading feedback or communications breakdowns. So basically, the apps use speech recognitions. Sometimes the apps does not understand the student voice, right? So if the recognition is wrong, the feedback is not correct. So this confuse the student or the learners. And surface level feedback next. So although these apps Practica gives instant feedback, it mainly focuses on pronunciations and grammar scores. It does not provide deeper insights into aspects like pragmatic fluency or discourse strategies, which are crucial for real-world communications. So this is the last one. So the apps gives feedback on pronunciations and grammar, but not on other things. It does not teach like a fluency, body language, or how to use English in the social situations. So the feedback is helpful but not enough, I think. So I think that's all for the limitations of the apps. The next material will be delivered by Rehan.
So the next slide is explain about ethical issue in AI for language learning. So the first is accessibility and fairness. Definition: ensuring equal opportunities for all learners to access education. Not all students have access to device and internet, creating a learning gap. And then is the ensuring equal opportunities for all learners to access education. Many many learners or EVL learners in Indonesia especially get improved skill and capability to access education with AI for language learning. And the second is dependence on technology. The definition is ethical issue is over reliance on digital tools that reduce human interaction, so the user can get information to back. And then the next is ethical issue from implication and consideration. So the first is quality of AI feedback. And definition is accuracy and reliability of response provided by the system. So the automated feedback can be biased or inaccurate, misleading learners. So the quality of AI feedback is accuracy and reliability response provided by the system. And the third is automated feedback can be biased and abstract and inaccurate, misunderstood and misleading from the learners. And the second is commercialization of education.
Overall, Practica app demonstrates great potential as a supportive tool for improving speaking and listening proficiency in ELT, and such as interactive features, instant feedback, and exposure to authentic conversational scenarios can help learners refine both accuracy and fluency. However, limitations such as restricted free access, limited variety of English accent, and the artificiality of AI-driven interaction highlight the need to balance its use with real-life communication opportunities. And despite those challenges, Practica remains a valuable resource for teachers and learners who seek to integrate technology into language learning in an effective and engaging manner. Alright, that's all from group 4. Thank you for your nice attention to the video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.